Hi, this is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for educations and technology only. So in the past a week or so, I have received messages from our Wing Chun friends asking me to share the on-guard stance or on-guard hand techniques or on-guard positions of the 1850 Wing Chun. So today, I like to share with you on this on-guard position, on-guard stand, on-guard hand technique, so forth. Okay. Now, the first thing is I like to share with everybody that in the April 18th, this coming week, I have a live Q&A in this YouTube here, in this channel here. So the Q&A is about mapping the ancient Wing Chun into sport science, and also it is about mapping the ancient traditional Chinese martial art into the sport science. So this is not just for Wing Chun, this is for every martial art. It's got nothing to do with style or lineage, but it is about traditional Chinese martial art needs to map into the modern sports science. It's critical now. And it is unavoidable if we want to grow and make the traditional Chinese martial art or Qigong more effective. So that live stream is for those of us who is rational, looking at things scientifically with evidence. And it is not for those who like to know about lineage, style, the most authentic techniques of Wing Chun, or who is the best fighter. Okay, it is completely different things, different field. So if you like to join me on the April 18th live stream for the Q&A, if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer for you. Of course, I don't know it all. And you know that mapping into the sports science is a new trend. Okay, so this is more like we support each other to evolve traditional Chinese martial art further, so that it's more effective and everybody benefit. Now, in the past 1 week, many Wing Chuners asking me on this on-guard positions, on-guard stance, on-guard hand techniques. One thing I always tell our Wing Chun friend is, talking techniques is just like talking on branches or a tree. We must not just talk about techniques alone. We need to know the momentum. We need to know the biomechanics. So momentum and biomechanics is like the forest and the tree. If we know the forest and the tree, then branches, we be able to clearly see what it is. If we do not know about the exists of the forest and the trees, and we just only look into branches, then everybody put 5 cents on that branches, well, that will turn into a mess. Nobody knows what the heck is going on. Okay? So when we look at things in traditional Chinese martial art, we first need to look at the imposed momentum, and then the biomechanics just come with it. Only that way we know what that technique is for. Okay, so put this in mind. Now, let's get into the on-guard positions of the Wing Chun 1850. Now we want to talk with evidence in this channel, not about Hendrik's opinion or my grandmaster say this, my lineage say this. Okay, So in order to talk by evidence, the first thing we need to pull out is the mother art of Wing Chun, which is the Shaolin short strike. Okay, so as we all know, the Shaolin short strike, the real Shaolin short strike, real deal, which has been studied and researched by the Chinese, it's real deal, is in this book, the Shaolin short strike book, which is written in 1780s. And this book is being researched and is known as real deal for Shaolin short strike. And Wing Chun is an evolution of Shaolin short strike. So, if you look into this book, this is the on guard position. Okay? And very clearly it describes on what one's supposed to do in the on guard position. So what does it say? It says that one always has to be contracting, not expanding. One always has to contract and guarding one chest position. That's in this book. It's very clear. Anybody who is not familiar with this can get my book, Wing Chun Matrix. The key point is translated in described in my book, Wing Chun Matrix. Okay. So we know the Shaolin. How about the 1850s Wing Chun? Well, it's not that difficult to know because the salutation of the 1850s Wing Chun is the on guard position. The Shaolin is this way, the Wing Chun on guard position is this way, the salutation is this way. Okay, so let's go through from leg, body, and then arm. Why? Because Wing Chun is a short strike. Short strike art's first priority is handling of the core and the feet. This arm is the second priority. It adapts to the situations or the conditions of the momentum. So we need to get this thing nailed down first. The first thing, the stand is like this. The weight is in the ball of the feet. The ball of the feet, not on the heel. Why? Because it is a human biomechanics. When you put your weight on the ball of the feet, you can dash in, you can turn fast. Ball of the feet. Okay? Not heel, not standing like that, but over here. Okay? Now you can try it. If you stand like that with the ball of the feet, you know that you're going to go out, and then you know your butt is squeezed in tighter. So with that, you can exhale and you shoot up. That's why it is very fast. Zoom up, okay? If you put your weight on the heel, then you have a tough time to move your body. And if you put your weight on the heel and you try to lifting your arms, all kind of stuff, it's only to make it more problematic. So the weight is this one. And the leg, this is guarding my crotch area, okay? While I be able to shoot forward, like dash in. Okay? So that's the shoot in. And I be able to turn. Because short strike, the first thing is handle the momentum, which is the core and the leg. Because I have to be mobile. I have to be mobile. Okay? Not standing here to play with your hand, but mobile. Okay? If we're standing here to take hand, that's called chasing hand. So it's mobile, you go for the body, you go for the momentum. That is not chasing hand. So that's the first thing. The leg. The body, as described there, it is always contract, shrinking. Why? Close the rib cage. Because I might get attacked. Okay? Close the rib cage. And then because the arm is here, I can notch down, guard my head. That is the handling of this. Okay? Now, this both hand on front is not necessary this way, not necessary. It's both hand on arm like this. It's because this can have changed in a very basic. If you watch my video, the last video on the Tan Sao, Fuk Sao, Bong Sao, and Kei Zhang, every single of this arm be able to do that. Okay? For example, with the left hand, left arm, if he come at me, right away I shoot in, I turn into the Tan Sao. So if you shoot at my face from this angle, I get in, avoid it, this turn to the Tan Sao, and I get in already. Same thing, if it's come this way, I move in with the Fuk Sao. I'm in already, close to his body. If it's too powerful, I sidestep, become a Bong Sao here, I get in from here. If you try to hug me, I just move in with a Kei Zhang. When you hug me, you just go Kei Zhang in here. If you try to take me down, with the angle going down, you move in, Kei Zhang. So you distance this away, okay? Now, if you put your weight behind here, when they try to take you, you cannot move. So that's why, okay? So if I'm like that, try to take me, I can't move. Okay? On my ball, the feet is coming down. Okay? You need to do that. So these two hands, each side, I can handle the angle up here, angle down here. I can go into this angle, I can go into this direction. Okay, this directions and this direction. So this angle, this direction, this directions, and depend on the degree, confront here or come down here. So the guarding positions is like that. It covers the body. That is 1850s Wing Chun on guard positions. And of course, this hand can do the same with this too. Just matter of changing, right? It's very agile thing. And the number one of 1850 Wing Chun is to move. Not stand there and making all this thing. You see all this angle, it comprehensively covered. Okay? So, this is how it is.